it's got to be Atari, and it's got to be difficult for me to pay cash now, I think. So I've paid cash for the next couple of things, so there's a clue. Okay, so first of all, I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and I hope everybody's going to have a great New Year. I was hoping to get this video out before Christmas, but didn't manage to. It was a very busy time for me. Excuses, but I've made a couple more pickups since then, so hopefully they'll make up for it. Not sure how to start this one off really, whether to just go through all the pickups as I pick them up, or try and go from worst to best, or whatever. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is a bit of a mixture of both. I'm going to start off with something that I picked up relatively early and isn't great, and then I'll try and work my way up to the things I'm most excited about. There is a couple of things in here that I'm quite excited about. The first thing, my wife actually picked me up on her way home from work one day when I saw that this was in Cash Converters. Nothing special, like I say, but it's for the PSP. It's Taito Legends Power Up, and that was only, you can just get that on the camera there. It was £2. So that's not too bad. Quite happy with that one. Obviously things like Space Invaders and all that is well worth £2 of my money to play on my PSP. Secondly, went into a charity shop quite local to us, and they had one or two bits on the shelf. And also it said all DVDs and media is free. Please feel free to make a donation. So I picked up 3 things, and I gave a donation, but nothing massive. I gave 50p for each of these. So I've got 2 of these PlayStation 2 demo discs. I stuck them 50p each in the box for that, and I got this Xbox Live Arcade Unplugged as well, and I stuck £1 in for that. So I gave a couple of quid for those 3. Like I say, they were there for free. Anyone could have just taken them for free. At least I gave them something, I suppose, for them, and I got a nice little deal for myself as well. And then what do we get after that? Oh, actually, another charity shop that I go in quite often, where I'll quite often pick up consoles and things untested, and I'll buy them like at an untested price, and then if they work, great, and if they don't, I'll have a go at fixing them, and if not, I'll keep them for spares and repairs. So I get very good prices there, and picked up a couple of these. They were only £1 each, and the first one is Dirt Rally on the PS4, which I'll probably actually give a go. It will end up getting moved on eventually, but I will give that a go. And F1 is it 2020? Yeah, 2020, 70th anniversary of F1, I think, that one. Again, just £1. Probably give it a quick go, but I've got more recent versions of F1 on the PlayStation. I've got the one on the PlayStation 5 anyway. So, right, I've got an eBay pickup, and there's a bit of a clue on the screen. I've got Super Street Fighter 2, or sorry, just Street Fighter 2 Turbo, playing on the 3DO. So that's your clue for what I've picked up. So I might as well show you what it is. And it is a 6-button control pad for the 3DO. It's not exactly official, but it works fine. I've played it, tested it, and everything, and it works absolutely fine. Makes this game a lot better to play on the 3DO with the 6-button controller. I paid £19.55, I think, for that off eBay, and not only that, it came in its box with the controller still in its little bag, and also it's only one sheet of paper, but there is a manual instruction leaflet, whatever you want to call it. I've just stopped that there. I stopped that there for a second there just to show you that the buttons did work on the pad. We'll let that carry on playing now by itself till the end of the video. Got Ikaruga going on there. That's just there's no attract mode on that Ikaruga, so I've had to just let a replay carry on even after I was killed there. So something on the screen at least anyway, innit? We've got the mighty Beam Rider on the 2600 Plus playing on that side as well. Okay, so then after that, same charity shop as I got the other PlayStation 4 games in. I'll try and put these in some kind of order. So I've got some more PlayStation 4 games, and again, there's one or two here that I will give a go, but they'll all get moved on eventually. If a Jaguar or a Lynx game comes into CEX, they might well go in there for trade credit. Otherwise, they might go on eBay. But they will get moved on at some point anyway. Sims 4 on the PlayStation 4. Just move this across out of the way so I can put it with the other PlayStation 4 game. We've got the Harry Potter collection, which is Harry Potter years 1 to 4 and 5 to 7 Lego, so that's not too bad. We've got Until Dawn, which didn't feel like it had anything in for a second there, but it does, and in fact it still has the little leaflet in there as well, little instruction leaflet. Then we've got Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls on the PS4. These were all £1 again, and then this one seems to be worth quite a few quid. I'll probably never play it, but I'll see if my daughter wants to play it before I get rid. I don't know if it's going to go on eBay or whether it's going to go. It'll probably end up just going to CEX if a decent Jaguar or Lynx game comes in. But it's Life is Strange Before the Storm. I believe that's worth a few quid still in CEX. Right, these ones I only picked up today, but I wanted to leave a couple of these till the end. You'll see why in a minute. The first one, just with CEX vouchers, just because it was there and I haven't got it. For the Vita, it was only 4 quid with vouchers that probably cost me pennies. 4 quid, so Virtua Tennis 4. And then the cash converters, in the cash converters mega sale, mind you, they had this up for 12 quid originally, and now they put it down to 10. I went in, they had this, and they had 2 different versions. They had Premier Manager and Premier Manager 97, and they had this for 12, and they had the other 2 for 6 quid each. And I went in over a week ago, before Christmas. And I can understand why they did it, why they wouldn't do it before Christmas, because obviously they're probably expecting people are going to be buying this kind of stuff before Christmas. But I said, would you do 10, 5 and 5 instead of 12, 6 and 6? And they knocked me back. And now they've put that for 10 anyway, and they've put one of the Premier Managers down to 5, which I'll probably, if it's still there next week, I might go back and pick that up, or try and get the 2 of them for a tenner like I was originally offering. But give me that for 10, like I say, they originally had that up for 12. And I've been wanting, I do want to get all the Sensible Soccers that I possibly can on console. Going forward, anything that's not Atari and isn't difficult, you know, it's got to be Atari, and it's got to be difficult for me to pay cash now, I think. So I've paid cash for the next couple of things, so there's a clue. Anything else I buy is probably going to have to be with vouchers, or it's going to have to be very, very cheap, or on the very odd occasion, it's going to have to be something that I've got real strong nostalgia for. So like Sensible Soccer, for example. I mean, I would have paid that anyway, good price anyway for Sensible Soccer on the Mega Drive. So it's all complete. It's not the best condition manual, but it's not terrible either. It's not in terrible condition. Cartridge is in good, decent condition. I'll turn that cartridge round for Tooty there, so that the open bit's facing the inside. So something like Sensible Soccer, I would pay cash for if I didn't get it from CEX anyway, because of the strong nostalgia for a game like Sensible Soccer. So we're coming to the end of this one. It's only going to be quite a short one. Not so many pickups this time. I've got 1 or 2 things on the way in the next week or so hopefully for the next one. But at the moment, that's all I've got is 1 or 2 things. I do have some CEX vouchers saved up in case anything pops up in there. There has been 1 or 2 things. Like I say, I've got a couple on the way. 1 thing from CEX and 1 thing from Cash Converters, but online, because it was not in the local area. Anyway, we'll get on to these 2 because I'm quite excited about these ones. Actually bought these from another YouTuber with a very slightly bigger channel than mine. I don't know if anyone that's into retro probably has watched one of his channels. He's got 2 channels, and that's Control Alt Reese. He put these were just on eBay as well. This wasn't a private deal or anything like that. I won the bidding for these on eBay. Control Alt Reese, and the channel's just called Reese. I quite often watch on the Friday night. I watch the Ramble when I get in from work. It's always very interesting to watch that. Some good stories and some good retro nostalgia and things like that. And I do watch his main channel as well, because some of the obscure, it's even stuff that I consider myself reasonably knowledgeable, but some of the stuff he comes up with is I've never even heard of before. Anyway, shut up waffling. We've got Towers 2 on the Jaguar, and it's not the Songbird Productions one. It's as far as I can make out, it is from Telegames. I'll open it up. It's in a different kind of box protector to the ones that I'm used to using. It hasn't got the little locking tab on, so it's actually easier to open up. I don't think Towers 2 came with a manual, but I'll open it up to show you the cartridge, and it's not that, like I say, it's not the Songbird Productions cartridge. So, and again, it's not the Songbird Productions box either, as to the best of my knowledge anyway. Certainly the box has a little bit of age to it. There is something on here that makes it look like it possibly is something to do with Songbird, but as far as I know, these just came from Telegames. So maybe it's a box. I don't know, but I'm happy with it either way. I think they were both around the 75 quid mark, and actually, Towers 2 I think I've seen in stock once in CEX, and for all I know, that might have been the enhanced edition, because CEX wouldn't know what was what when it came to Jaguar games. I've had that quite a few times. I've ordered Flashback. I ordered Flashback several times, and twice got sent one of the Atari Flashback consoles. So I know that they're not quite up to speed when it comes to Jaguar games. Anyway, the other one is Breakout 2000. Again, it's the rated for all ages. It seems like the legit Telegames release to me. Again, it's in a better. So it's got a better flap on the box protector than the ones that I've been buying. Very good condition box, this one, and I think this one does come with a manual. And again, looks like an original Telegames release, because I'm sure the Songbird Productions one has this kind of font on the cartridge as well. And not this, not just the plain red font. The box could well be a newer box, but again, I've never seen that in stock ever in CEX. So if this is the only one I ever managed to get for my collection, that'll have to do. Regardless, I'm quite happy with it. I mean, it displays well. The cartridge plays. That'll do for me. And like I say, I've never seen any alternatives anywhere else anyway. So, like I say, look like legit Telegames releases to me. I've compared them to the Songbird Productions ones, and they definitely look like more like the original Telegames releases. So even though I won them on bids, thanks very much to Reese for those. Very well packaged, and as you might expect from someone who's into retro and particularly Atari, I'm quite surprised he was willing to let those go, but I'm happy with them nonetheless. So I think I've gone on enough about those. Funnily enough, as we've been talking about Reese's channel, I've rambled on long enough. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully I'll get a few more videos more regularly out in the new year. I'm hoping, rather than just doing pickups, I'm going to go through some of my collections, and hopefully I'm hoping in the near future to have an actual games room of my own, because my oldest daughter is moving out soon. Once that becomes 100% definite, that room will be becoming a games room for me, I think. We'll still be putting a sofa bed in there, so when she comes home, she can still sleep in there. But hopefully, I'll have my own games room before long. And I think that's all I've got for this time. But thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.